From Gavin and Stacey, Would I Lie to You and The Trip. This man is one of our favourite entertainers. Now he's making a splash on the big screen in new Brit comedy Swimming with Men. Please welcome back Rob Brydon! Stars of new Disney film Patrick. One has been making her name in comedies like Josh and Fresh Meat, and the other is quite simply a comedy legend. Please welcome mother and daughter duo Jennifer Saunders and Beattie Edmondson. Hey! Beattie Edmondson. You have a seat, Hollywood heartthrob has appeared in films like Step Up, Jump Street, Foxcatcher, and, of course, Magic Mike. Now he's bringing sexy to the West End, calm, with Magic Mike Live. It's a pleasure to welcome back Mr. Channing Tatum. It's funny, they scream like you are going to take your clothes off.
No, not tonight, please.
No. Just manage expectations.
What a shame.
If you don't take them off, that woman will. She's like, you first.
I know.
You will, I will.
I noticed a lot of hair adjustment in the audience as it came on.
Yeah, nothing for you guys.
Nothing.
Yeah, we look good enough for them.
They were looking beyond it.
Now, welcome to you all, but oddly, I think this is a first. We've had, husband and wives, we've had brothers, we've had sisters. We've never had a mother-daughter combo on the couch.
Well, how extraordinary.
Well, maybe there's a reason for that.
Wow.
No
Lovely.
other mother has clung to their daughter's career and forced herself into all her shows.
Of course, welcome back to Rob and to Channing. And now, I know you're very excited to meet Usain Bolt.
Yes, I've never been more excited to be next to a man's legs in my life. I'm so excited.
And you've been next to a lot of them.
I'm going to be fixing my hair.
Rob, you are going to be unimpressed by Usain Bolt. You're used to hanging out with big sporting stars, aren't you? No, we have a picture of you. This is you with Anthony Joshua.
Oh, yes. Now, yes. Now I can explain.
What sport is that?
The net.
Is it ventriloquy?
The net in tennis is very high, and I couldn't see over it. So he just said, "No, I'm jumping because I am very athletic."
Of course, yes. Coiled.
The coiled spring, and it does look as though he's just gone. There you go, mate. Have a look.
It looks like he's using you as a racket. Now, there's loads of things to talk about tonight. We've got two homegrown movies from Rob and Beattie and Jennifer, but we start with Channing Tatum's latest project, Magic Mike Live.
Wow.
Now, we're on it. I'll put that flat.
Put your name on a shirt.
It will open November the 10th at Hippodrome Casino here in London, and tickets, you can buy them now, right?
Yes, actually, but the first 6 months is actually sold out, and we are announcing the next 6 months.
Well, if you're wondering what the show might entail, here's a little taster.
You can have anything that you want. You just have to ask.
Can I ask just before you go?
Yes.
I auditioned a few months ago, and I... No, it's just I've not heard anything. Should I take that as a no, or are you still deciding?
It's a maybe. It's still
a maybe.
Yes, we have in audition in this month and in July in Paris, so you're still... It's still
so I might get a call back?
Yes, just keep the phone.
All right.
I am going to
No,
audition
I don't
for it.
think
No,
it's
I am
you.
going to. I'm definitely going to go and see it. It looks amazing.
It does look amazing.
It does look amazing.
Like
I wasn't aware of your work, and... I don't know how that passed me by.
He does other
The
things.
research has been great fun. I had a really good few
I'm
days.
like sweating now.
Hippodrome Casino, I believe, I think that's in Westminster, I think. So what are they allowing you to show? How many of the clothes are they taking off?
Enough. Enough. I don't want to give it all away.
They don't give it all away.
Not all the way. Oh, no. But you won't be... You won't be disappointed, I can promise you that.
You're not in it, are you? You're just you're producing.
I might if I
those,
ever get in shape enough again. Ever. Yeah.
Well, it's not on until November. What are you doing here? Jog around.
When you say, if I ever get in shape again, is this you having let yourself go?
Look, I'm a dad now. Like, these guys, you can see their
This
spleen.
is not a dad bod. This is not a dad bod.
Thank you.
Because, Anna Beattie, you're a fan of the film.
Yes, big fan of the film.
Oh,
Hi.
thank you. Again, I'm
Excuse me.
sweating.
But now, Beattie, you thought, after the film, you thought, hey, let's do that.
For my cousin's hen do, we went to a night in Clapham to see a sort of Magic Mike-esque show, and very disappointing.
Really?
Just quite sad. I just wanted to be like, oh, you don't have to, you can stop now.
Just a lot of Mike, not a lot of magic.
No, exactly.
But as you saw in the clip and in the film, I mean, people are pulled out of the audience to take part in this.
It is very hands-on. You will get what you give in the show, I can guarantee you. Yeah.
Okay,
Very
but can
for
you,
the
have to
senses.
sit
can you say no?
before
Can you say no? Can you say please don't?
Yeah, no, I promise when I say, like, the guys, we have some of the best guys. They're all, like, they all love their mom. They're all, like, really, really good. They're all, like, really good guys. Dude, I know it sounds silly, but it's not easy to give a lap dance. Like, to get up in somebody's space and to do it halfway where you're, like, not feeling attacked, like, you kind of need to be a good human being.
Very, very...
A master of it.
There are days when I just don't feel like it. I'm not in the mood, Graham, but I have to go out there. I got to do it.
The people what they
Dig
want.
deep.
But I think I'm right in saying I think there's something about male stripping that it's just more good-humoured. Like the audience laugh, and it's sexy, but it's funny at the same time in a way that kind of I think women's strip clubs are quite grim.
Yeah, because it's like carnal. You have some guy that's like, yeah, get it. The women are just like trying to embarrass their friends, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good fun. I don't know. I enjoyed it when I did it. But these guys, when I say they're the best dancers in the entire world, we have class A dancers and performers.
But they get hurt, apparently.
Yes, we've had some injuries. Yes.
Oh.
Some I can't say on TV, but I'd
How
say
did that happen?
there's a lot of sliding involved.
Oh, splinters.
Yeah, it is a wooden stage. That was a bad choice on our part. But actually, the most common thing that takes one of our dancers out is a common cold, because you are very close and intimate, and some people don't care if they're sick. They just keep coming to the show. And,
The dangers of lap dancing. We had no idea.
the common cold.
But apparently, and you wouldn't expect this, in the show there's quite a sort of sweet, tender moment.
Yes.
So what happens there?
Can I show you?
Oh.
If everybody would like to join in, feel free to. This is one of my favorite moments in the show. It's a slow dance. When's the last time you've slow danced with somebody?
Years.
You can slow dance with your partners next to you, or
What are we? So we're going to stop?
yes. Music, please. If you...
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, the cameras are broken. We've got to do that again. Well, thank you very much.
No, it really is like my favorite part of the show. Like everyone gets to slow dance with whoever they're like standing next to. It's quite nice.
He does smell lovely.
Tequila and nerves.
I never smelled on. No, you smell very nice. Thank you. I don't know what that is. But very nice. Now, the thing is, there are major parallels between Magic Mike and Rob Brydon's new film. There are. Swimming with Men. Swimming with Men. It opens on July the 6th. It's true!
Channing, don't laugh in such with such contempt in your laughter. You are in our country now.
No, because Rob's starring in a movie. It's about a male synchronised swimming team. And it's as if you knew Usain Bolt was going to be on the show. There you are. Yes.
Out. I mean, you think of Stallone in his prime and you think of that.
There's Rob. There's Rob.
That's me in the middle.
There we go.
But the thing is, you kind of think, oh, male synchronised swimming, you know, that's just out-and-out comedy. But this is based on a documentary. This happened.
Yeah, so it's a real thing that middle-aged guys getting together and doing sync swimming. There's a team in Sweden. This is based on a documentary. It's often men who are a little bit adrift, you know, they've lost their mojo, and they form a little group and they meet up, get in the pool and work out routines and do them. And it's actually, you see the film, it's quite touching because they're all kind of looking for something. And there's something about men having to... They support each other emotionally by meeting up, but they've got to reach out and touch. So you've got to hold, or you've got to hold an ankle. You've got to, and it's the odd thing with the film is you laugh, but also a lot of people said to me, oh, I wasn't expecting to feel quite so moved by it. But it's hard.
So tell us who you play.
I play Eric, and he's an accountant, and he's married to Jane Horrocks. But it's not a happy marriage. I'm sorry, it's not a happy marriage. And we're drifting apart, and he spends all his time at the pool swimming. And then one day he looks across and he sees this group of middle-aged blokes doing these routines. And they've got a problem, and because he's an accountant, he can work it out because of the numbers and the angles. And he leaves his wife, he joins the team, and he finds friendship in the team, and they enter the World Championships.
All right, we'll talk some more about the actual swimming.
Yeah.
But first, here's a clip. This is you and the team in the pool figuring out one of the moves.
Nearly landed on my head.
You're not focusing.
Distribution in the stack is wrong. For this to work, it has to be equal, which means we have to take height and weight into consideration.
Meaning?
Well, meaning you can't be next to your man because he needs to be next to somebody less fat.
You calling me fat? Archie, you calling me fat?
Well, you could do with losing a little bit of...
Oh, yeah? Well, you can take that back of yours to the barber's, mate. It's like trying to wrestle with a yak.
You're just jealous because you're wearing thin, fat boy slim.
As is your banter, mate.
Oh, yeah?
Burden and lustrous, mate. Oh. Guys, let's do it again.
Do it.
Yeah, come on, we've got to practice the throw.
Can't do the throw without a flyer, and we haven't got a flyer because we haven't got Tom.
He's a bloody liability.
Right, that's me.
Oh, brilliant.
Line's ticking away and the clock's getting louder.
Come on, Colin.
Come on.
Just having fun. Tick-tock.
I know.
I wouldn't want to spend that long in a swimming pool. Because if you're filming, you must have done hours in there.
Hours. We did 12-hour days in the pool. It took a while.
But even the most basic thing looks really hard. So what's the first thing you had to learn?
Right. There's a thing called the egg beater. If you watch synchronised swimming people, they can... So if you're in the water, treading water, it's about there, isn't it? Those people can come up to there, and
I've seen this.
They do it with the egg beater. It's like a Ronaldo step-over in reverse. So what you do is...
Yes.
90 degrees.
Yes.
And you go like that, but really fast, really powerful. And you do that, don't worry, I'm OK with drink. I've never knocked a drink over in my life. And you do that, I mean, Channing, feel free to
That could be a dance move.
I give you my friend about it.
That is hard.
I mean, just doing that... No, my thighs are breaking. It's so hard.
But was that a public swimming pool? I mean...
well, it was shut down. It was a girls' school pool, and they shut it down while we were there.
But weirdly now, Jennifer, didn't you do a sketch with Dawn about synchronised swimming?
Yes, synchronised swimmers. Yes, I think it might have been the first series, and we always thought it was hilarious, synchronised swimming.
Yeah.
But mainly the outer pool stuff, the marching and the nose clips and the jumping in. And I think it must have been first series, because I think by the second series we knew not to be in swimsuits on television. We knew that was really... You'll regret it for the rest of... If you're showing a clip...
Because of the still. You're not moving.
Okay.
Is that all right? You did it. It's not
I
like...
know, but I didn't think anyone would see it again.
There you are. You look lovely. Yes.
The nose clips are essential because, you know, you're under the water, you're going backwards. And so we did this last year and then went away on holiday, and I thought I would impress the kids. And look what I can do in the pool, you know. But without a nose clip, you nearly drown. You go back and go... You've got to be very careful.
It's dangerous.
And looking at Jennifer and Dawn there in the suits today, it struck me that... so, Beattie, you must have been in school when that was on telly.
Yeah, I think, well, no, first
She
series
might
I
not
was...
have been born.
Not born, yeah.
Oh, OK.
Not born.
Not born, as would it... Unborn.
On board. On board. But so, growing up, was it a nice thing that your mum was Jennifer Saunders, or was it a kind of an embarrassing thing?
I mean,
I don't mean the actual woman, I mean the idea of Jennifer Saunders off the telly.
Yeah, well, I think I sort of assumed that everyone's mum and dad was on telly. I was like, so what show's your dad on? But I did come home one day and ask her if she was Jennifer Saunders.
Yeah.
Because I didn't understand what...
Didn't know.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Someone at school had said I was.
Yeah, oh, your mum's Jennifer Saunders. I was like, all right.
What else?
Yeah.
But, of course, not just mum, Dad, Beattie Edmondson.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So did they give you advice going into comedy and things?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure you did.
Don't be shit, I think it's probably the case.
I remember one really good bit of advice my dad gave me when a boy at my school had got told off for doing a fart in class, like a really loud one. And so I came home and I told my dad, and he was like, Beattie. And he got really serious. He was like, Beattie, don't you ever let anyone tell you that farting isn't funny.
Careers have been made up.
It built this house.
Yeah.
Farting and falling over. Yeah. Honestly, that's... Careers are made up.
Listen, Beattie Edmondson and Jennifer Saunders, because a new Disney movie. It's called Patrick. You're up. Hello. It opens on the 29th of June, and now neither of you is Patrick.
No,
No,
unfortunately.
No,
Yeah.
because Patrick is this little creature here.
The star.
Well, no, you don't.
No, so sorry. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
no.
So sorry.
Let her have her moment, Jennifer.
Sorry.
The film.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that.
It can't be easy for you, Beattie. It really can't.
No, it really isn't. Just stop staging me at every turn.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, Beattie, who do you play starring in the movie?
I play Miss Francis, who is an English teacher whose life has gone a bit off track. And then she inherits a pug who is extremely badly behaved. And, you know, she hates it to begin with, but then it sort of turns her life around.
Yeah, dogs change lives.
Yeah.
Jennifer, who do you play?
I managed to be on set one day, visiting my daughter, and somehow wheedled my way into a small part in the film.
Insisted on bringing a fat suit.
No, come on.
I wondered if you'd gone all Robert De Niro for it, because...
No, I have found that actually, as one gets slightly older, a fat suit is... Oh, padding, yes. I actually have my own padding. And I offer it up to anyone that wants it, you know, in the... So I said to Jenny Bevan, who did the costume, I said, well, do you know, I'd be quite good in a small part. Yeah. I have my own padding. She went, yes, I can see. No, I said, no, I have my own padding. It's very expensive stuff, padding. It takes a long time to
Is this the suit?
make.
Is this the suit you brought with you? This...
Yes, I've got the suit. You want to see the suit?
Let's see your padding.
Well, can I just say that this suit was actually rejected. And I'll show you exactly why this suit was rejected. Excuse me. I'm just going to show you my padding.
Honestly.
This is the padding. Okay. This is the padding, right? And this, I'll get into the padding. Hang on a minute. It's much better. It's honestly much better if I'm in it. You'll get the...
Mind your microphone. Don't put it up too
high.
high.
I'll put it up just to here.
Yeah, just to there, yeah.
Right, and that's... This is the padding that Dawn and I had made for when we were on tour. And it was rejected because I suddenly realised that...
You weren't expecting to see that tonight.
Yes.
I can't believe that he's shocked by that. I find that extraordinary.
There's like a little thing on it, though. Never mind.
It's very realistic.
It's quite realistic, yes.
Very
Bald as a coot, though, I
And
guess.
I sent it to Jenny without realising that, of course, she was in for a bit of a surprise when she went into the underpants. Because we used to use it to... as a joke at the end of the show. We used to just get the willies out of the fat men's costume. So I had other padding made, and I'm really... But if anyone ever wants to cast me in anything with that...
Yes.
It's there.
It's all there.
It's all there.
So, Beattie, you not only had your mother and her padding on set,
Yeah.
but nearly all of your scenes are with,
with a
a
dog.
small dog.
Yes.
I mean, do you like dogs?
I love dogs.
Oh,
And do you
that's
know
good.
what? He took a bit of convincing to be friends with me.
And what was the thing about the kissing?
Yeah, he had to sort of lick me on my face, but he wouldn't do it. And every time I went to go and kiss him, he'd be like, sorry, who's... Can we get her? But, so they had to put pate on my face, which was degrading. And I'm a vegetarian, so it was... It wasn't even nice pate, it was from a tube. And yes, he did lick some into my mouth, which... I've got to taste
That's
it.
a tough day at work.
Yeah, so
dog
spit.
saliva and cheap pate. Yeah. Well, this may come as bad news to you.
Yeah.
But we have an unexpected guest on the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Matthew.
Star of the new movie, Patrick.
Stop it.
Patrick's been upstaged by a rubber cock, but never mind. Yeah, it's really tough to come on. Patrick's back there going, I've got to follow the cock. I'm a pug. I'm not Jesus. So, can he come on by himself, or do you need to go?
I'll go and grab him. Hang on.
OK, you go grab him.
If he'll have me.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, he's such a cutie. Oh, Harley.
Oh, hello, Harley.
Oh, yes, that's his real name. His name's Harley.
Hello.
Oh,
This
Harley.
is Harley.
And he's looking at you going, no pate today.
That is so sweet. Because at home, you've got a lovely dog, is it Olive?
I've got Olive, a whippet. Yeah.
So
she's a sweetheart. But
Yes.
you are. This is a...
Yeah, he hates it.
A great character. Oh, God. I'm a bit frightened there.
You can yeah.
Oh, Holly.
That's him trying to bark.
Holly.
Coughing something up.
I thought he was going to attack her.
That's the trainer going, kill. Because, Channing, growing up, you had dogs, but it was not a good place to have dogs when you were growing up.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Well, wasn't there a problem?
Oh, yes, sorry. I grew up in Mississippi, so there was a lot of gators in the bayou.
We should probably cover Patrick's ears for this.
Yes.
story.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
There was a lot of dogs going missing in the neighborhood, and there's this really giant gator. And when the gators start to get very comfortable coming up to sort of the human spaces, dogs will just start going down like very fast. So my dad and his friends caught this gator and spray painted its head white, thinking that the dogs would see this giant white thing coming up out of the water and run, and it didn't actually work.
Oh, I thought it did work. No, it didn't.
No, if anything, it was probably mesmerizing. It was like, oh, what is this white thing?
Did you say your father painted the gators white?
Yeah.
And he got... How did he
do
get
that?
close to...
They're just swamp people.
Did you grow up around snakes as well?
Yeah, lots. Yeah.
Did you read that thing in the paper about the guy who... it's a true story. A 4-foot rattlesnake, I think this was in America. So he went out and he chopped its head off, Okay. And then when he went to clear it away, the head that was severed bit him.
Yes.
Because the biting reflex stays in the snake.
Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
I mean, how horrible is that?
And also, how unlucky. I've killed you, and you've still killed me.
No, he survived. They took him to hospital and he had to
snake?
have... No, not the snake. I'm afraid it's bad news for the snake. But for the man, they took him and they gave him all this anti-venom and stuff. I didn't grow up around... I grew up in Wales. I didn't grow up around snakes. We have a cat. We have a cat who is a killer. His name is Crumble. He's lovely to look at, but he's a killer. And he kills mice. He kills frogs, bats he's brought in. He's brought squirrels in. But he does it now in a way that's very sinister. He brought a squirrel into the house through the cat flap. The cat flap is inside a cupboard. And then he drags him in. He decapitated the squirrel, put the body in the centre of the living room, and a paw in each corner. I swear he is sending a message to the squirrel community. It's some kind of revenge killing.
Weird Freemason.
And you come down and you don't notice it, first of all. You go to get your coffee and they go... And you see other squirrels on the lawn, terrified, comforting each other. It's horrible.
Oh, well, Patrick's not like that. Patrick's an adorable pet. And this is a clip from the movie. And, sorry, Jennifer, you're not in this. But it's Harley...
managed to find a clip without me.
and Beattie bonding in your apartment.
Patrick! Patrick? Patrick! Patrick! I've just changed that bed. No. No, Granny used to spoil you rotten. But while you're here, you're under a new regime. The fridge is out of bounds. Not that I'm known for taking them, but a walk in the park may sharpen the old appetite.
So cute. The movie's Patrick, and it's out on June the 29th. The very best of luck with it. OK, time to meet our next guest. This man is the 100 and 200-metre world record holder. He has 19 gold medals to his name. He is quite simply the fastest and the coolest man on the planet. Please welcome Usain Bolt! Hello, sir. Really nice to meet you. Get in. Have a seat. Jennifer, Rob. Woo! Stay! You're very welcome to the show. Very nice to see you.
Happy to be here.
Oh, look, Channing's fangirling there. He's very...
Sorry. I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay.
You really are a big fan, though, aren't you?
Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
Very much.
Appreciate it.
And have you seen Magic Mike?
Yes.
No, you're lying.
I've seen it to catch some moves, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, man.
Still casting for that London show. Now starring. So this is exciting. The fastest man in the world is now the captain of the world in this year's Soccer Aid. So before we talk about it, here's yourself and Robbie explaining the idea.
Soccer Aid for UNICEF is back. Celebrities, legends, and a brand new captain for the Soccer Aid World 11.
Robbie, let me entertain you.
Usain, you can run, but you can't hide.
Stick to singing and leave the football to me.
And you can catch the match on ITV this Sunday at 6:30. So obviously it's a great cause, it's for charity, it raises loads of money. And I don't know you, but I somehow feel you are still going to take this quite seriously.
Very seriously. Very seriously. I'm a competitor. So I compete at everything. So I've been telling the team, listen, don't play around with me. I need that trophy. You know what I mean?
So is it an England team and then the rest of the world team? So who's on the rest of the world team?
For me, my favourite people are Perez, and then there's Yaya, there's going to be Seedorf, there's going to be Van der Sar, there's going to be a few guys that
I'm guessing those are footballers.
Yes.
Yeah, OK.
But those are the guys I want to say, you know what I mean? Those are the good ones.
So who's the rubbish? Who are the famous people?
I'm not going to call names. I'm going to call names.
Will Ferrell is probably not the best soccer player or football player.
But the other odd thing is, you know, after all the championships and the Olympics, we are finally going to see you head-to-head with Mo Farah.
Yeah.
Because he's on the England.
Yeah, he's on the England.
Yeah. So will you be kind of watching each other? Because presumably, you know...
I was watching him training today, because we trained for the first time today. All he does is just run about. He never gets tired, though. That's going to be a big problem. He can keep going. Like a Duracell match, he just keeps going and going and going.
Because how are you after the 10-second mark? Do you tire very quickly?
I just went sideline and sat down. That was it.
No, because it's cute. Your shirt that you'll be wearing, just in case people didn't know. How depressing if someone's running after you up the pitch. No, but this is a kind of a shop window for you, because I think I'm right that following retirement from athletics, this is what you want to do.
Yeah, I want to pick something else up, you know what I mean? Challenge myself. So I decided, you know what, football is something that I've always... Soccer?
Yes.
Okay. Football is something that...
Translating, I would not have...
Say what now?
that I've always loved. So I'm like, you know what, let's pursue this and see how far I can go if I really can get to the highest level. So I'm just pursuing, I'm just training, working hard, and just... That's why I'm happy that I'm on this team with all these great football players, so I can learn.
See, I worry for you, though, because you're used to being it. You're used to being number one. You're used to it being all about you. Yeah. These 10 losers will be trailing you. They're going to annoy you.
No,
you won't like it.
No, I'm going to motivate. That's what I'm good at.
They'll make a competition out of anything.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's true.
But you're saying there's something so joyful about how confident and on the top of your game you were. Like, this photograph says it all, really. This is you in Rio. Like, that is... Look at those poor Egypts. What's the point?
Their souls left their body. They tried so hard.
Because what was going through your mind then? Just thinking, I am very good.
I don't know what happened. I can't remember smiling in the race. I guess it just happened normally. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because it is hard to look cool at a finishing line. Jennifer Saunders knows this. There's Jennifer.
That's my own personal Olympics there. But,
personal best.
Yeah. Yes.
And actually, Rob, this is so sweet. We've got an early picture of you, and now what's going on here? Are you nearly crossing the finishing line? I think you're in a sack race.
Now, Usain, in the evolution of sport, you would be the pinnacle, and I would say at the opposite end would be this. If you look, this is the sack race.
That's
now, look,
you. Is that you?
Yes, that's me. I am yet to finish. Now, look to the right. That boy is getting given his medal. And they're getting the sacks ready for the next race. And I am still, because I never give up. Never give up.
We've got a picture of a very young Channing playing American football. Have you seen it? You must remember this picture.
Thanks, Mom.
By the way, if you're sitting at home with a baby like that, look what it could grow into.
I think I ate that football.
It was chocolate.
Yeah, it was just...
But you were into football, weren't you?
Yes, American football.
Yeah,
very much. I played 1 year in college, but it wasn't something that I could take all the way. But yeah, very competitive, maybe not as competitive.
Competitive as this man.
That's how I felt about sack racing. I knew I couldn't take it all the way. So that was my last race, actually.
Oh, really?
Retired early.
Yeah.
Well, talking of retiring early, 31, like, that is very young. You could have kept going for a few more years.
Everybody keeps asking me, like, why did you retire? And the main reason, I remember I was talking to Michael Johnson, and I was like, why did you retire? You were at the top of your game, and he said, I'd done everything I wanted to do, and I had no motivation. You know what I mean? And when I got to, after the Rio Olympics, that's exactly how I felt. Because my main aim was to win 3 Olympics. That's what I wanted to do, set the bar high. And after that, my motivation kind of just went whoosh. So for me, if you have no motivation to do anything, it doesn't make any sense because you're not going to put your 100% into it.
And it seems inconceivable now, but presumably someone at some point will beat your world records.
You can see into the future?
Well,
I don't feel so. That's so confident I am right now.
You think they won't beat?
Didn't Kevin Hart beat you in a beach race?
Listen to this story.
He's that tall.
But listen to this story, though. So we get to the beach, and it's supposed to be 100 meters. It's supposed to run 100 meters.
He's taking it seriously.
He's not letting this go.
Annoyed, you know what I mean? So they were like, oh, we're going to give Kevin 30 meters, you know what I mean? Was going to be 100 meters. All right, cool. I probably have a chance, you know what I mean? It's on the sand, so it's harder to run on sand, you know what I mean?
don't want excuses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now they go, all right, we're going to take it down to 80, but we're still going to give Kevin Hart 30 meters. I'm like, that makes absolutely no sense. Bring it down to 20 meters there. No, 30. I'm like, it was embarrassing. I wasn't happy.
He tells the story that he was not given the 30 meters.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Nah, you got the 30 meters. You got the 30 meters, man.
But listen, obviously, you're famous for your celebrations when you win. You like winning. You like to celebrate winning. So now you're in the world of soccer. Have you come up with your goal celebratory dance/move?
Not really. I'm thinking, I like the slide. You know what I mean? When the football's running, they slide on their knees. It looks good.
That looks good.
So imagine if I run slide and then I hit the post.
Oh.
I got it.
How is the painful, though, on the knees?
Yeah, I'm not sure. If you don't get it right.
Yeah.
If you don't get it right, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Channing, have you any moves you could suggest?
I don't think he wants to do one of my moves. I'm not sure. I only know, like, basically one move.
What move?
That one he does. The caterpillar.
We'll see it on right, it's time for music. For the last 10 years, this band has been captivating audiences around the world. Now they're back with a brand new album, performing Hunger. It's a warm welcome back to Florence and the Machine!
At 17, I started to starve myself. Thought that love was a kind of emptiness, but at least I understood then the hunger I felt, and I didn't have to call it loneliness. We all have a hunger. 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 But tell me what you need. Oh, you look so free, the way you use your body, baby. Come on and work it for me. Don't let him get you down. You're the best thing I've seen. We never find the answer. yourself to strangers. You don't have to be afraid. And then it tries to find a home with people, or when I'm alone, picking it up, staring at your phone. We all have a hunger. 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 But tell me what you need. Oh, you look so free the way you use your body, baby. Come on and work it for me. Don't let him get you down. You're the best thing I've seen. We never found the answer, but we knew one thing. We all have a hunger. 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 And it's Friday night and it's kicking in. And I take drugs, they're gonna crucify me. Oh, but you and all your vibrant youth. Could anything bad ever happen to you? You make a fool of death with your beauty. And for a moment, I forget to worry.
Wow! Wow! That was stunning. Florence and the Machine. How epic. Come on over and that live band. Let's hear it for them. Band are amazing. So are you. Lovely to see you. Come on over and meet everybody. Rob, Jennifer, Kenny, Dave. That is Florence. Oh, you got your shoes on. Mark.
I had
That's
shoes
good.
on there.
Yes, you wouldn't want an injury. That was beautiful. I just love what you do. Just fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous. And also, welcome back, because new album, that is off the new album. Here it is, High as Hope. Ladies and gentlemen, how gorgeous is that? Yeah. It's you, how gorgeous is that? And that is out on the 29th of June. Yes. Right, so you're back in the world. I saw you were at the Radio 1 Big Weekend at Swansea.
Yes, we were, yeah.
Did you have a nice time? It looked like it was fun.
It was really, really fun. They gave us a nice dressing room area, like a little place where we could get ready. But there was also the fun fair was like right next to it, and there seemed to be a ride that if you got on it and got to the top, it would spin you around, and you could see just right into my dressing room. So I was like opening. I mean, to be honest, like, what are people going to see? It's Florence in a nightie. They're like, well, yeah. She's on stage in a nightie as well. But I'm glad people had a good time.
In Swansea, that's a hell of a night.
And what a time to be alive and to be a Florence and the Machine fan, because you've got a new book out called Useless Magic. Yes. And now, what is that? It's your lyrics, but it's other things as well.
Yeah, it's lyrics and poetry as well. But yeah, I've never had the lyrics written down anywhere before. They were never in the liner notes because I just was worried that they were not good enough. But maybe I'm like, maybe they're all right. Maybe we should put them down somewhere.
Yeah. So. And that is out on the 5th of July.
Yes.
And presumably you're going to do lots of shows all summer. People can see you and...
Yes. Yeah, we'll be around. Yeah.
They'll be around, ladies and gentlemen. That was absolutely stunning. Good luck with the album. Good luck with the book. Florence and the Machine, everybody. Very good. Really, really good. Now, that's nearly it, but we do have time for a very quick visit to the big red chair. Who's there? Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Who are you?
Charlotte. I
like her. Charlotte?
Yes.
Charlotte. And where are you from, Charlotte?
London.
And what do you do in London?
I'm in HR.
Oh, you're in HR. OK. Off you go with your story, Charlotte.
So I was on holiday in Turkey with my boyfriend.
I prefer the original trip.
So anyway, we were on holiday and we'd eaten some food and we'd got really, really ill. And so we had a couple of days in the hotel just sort of getting better. Anyway, we then got better and we went to the beach. And I thought, oh, I know, let's go on a pedalo ride. So we went out on this pedalo, we went quite far out. And suddenly I realised, actually, I wasn't better and I had to go urgently. So I had to jump off this pedalo, get out of my swimsuit, and I then had to swim out to shore and just poo, basically. Anyway, so finally I did my deed. I had to get my swimming costume back on again, get back on this pedalo. I was like, please take us back, please take us back. And just as we did, we saw this woman coming towards us. She got her goggles on, swimming straight from the pool.
Good story. You can walk. That's a good story. Yeah, you can walk. Right. I really want the next person to have been on holiday in Turkey. I was swimming along. Should we try one more? Yeah, one more. Okay, here we go. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Who are you?
I'm James.
James, lovely. And what do you do, James?
I'm a forensic accountant.
He's a forensic accountant. You don't work near... Do I walk my dogs past your office all the time?
Possibly.
Do I?
I've never seen you.
OK, because there's a forensic accounting office right where I live. I always wonder what the fuck do they do? But now that I meet him, I find I'm not that interested. James, off you go with your story.
So my wife is Sicilian, and the first time she took me back to Sicily to meet her parents, I thought it would be a good idea to try and learn some Italian. And my fallback option would be, like most English people, to try and add vowels to the end of English words if I forgot what I was or didn't know what to say. After a few days of basically saying nothing, we decided to take a trip to the local shops. And after driving around for ages trying to find a parking space, my now sister-in-law managed to squeeze into the smallest space that I think even Lewis Hamilton would struggle to squeeze into. And I wanted to say good parking, but I didn't know how to say good, and I didn't know how to say parking. So I said bello, which is beautiful, and parchio, which in Sicilian means vagina. So I had beautiful vagina to my now sister-in-law.
Very good. That is it for tonight. Please say a huge thank you to all of my guests. Florence and the Machine. Rob Brydon. Beattie Edmondson. Jennifer Saunders. Channing Tatum. And Mr. Usain Bolt. Do join me next week with pop group Years and Years and stars from the new heist movie Ocean's 8. They are actor Helena Bonham Carter, pop superstar Rihanna, double Oscar winner Cate Blanchett, and Hollywood royalty Sandra Bullock. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.